I don't know who's gonna hear this. And I don't know who's going to see it. Around 2005, they started telling us they found a bunch of planets. Planet Eris has a habit of ruining parties if you're not prepared. So, like around October 16th or 17th of 2019, Earth is going to have its alignment with Eris. And for whatever reason, we get major storms at like strong opposition and weak opposition. You follow me? And then in September, we're going to be getting a opposition with Neptune will be over here. And it looks like we get hurricanes sometimes when we get Neptune alignments as well. And so the Eris point is like the peak of the exterior planetary pressure. And the gas giants seem to make it have more of an effect. The gas giants, when they're all on the same side, especially the big boys, Jupiter and Saturn, when they're over here, it gets the effect is more increased of the oppositions and the alignments, I believe. And so the pressure will be building until October, if I understand it correctly. And so what I'm looking at now, and this is 9 days away, so take it with a giant internet grain of salt, but this is the 26th. And now look at this storm. It's got a rain band that pretty much extends down past Florida and the Florida Keys, goes into Louisiana, over to Texas, Oklahoma, and then stretches all the way up through Wisconsin, Minnesota, through Canada, as high as Greenland. And that is amazing, right? It's got a candy cane storm ahead of it, as it looks like Africa's just now starting to get active. Yes, the dust is your friend. This giant high pressure system is your friend, but these giant storms, with or without hurricane, are enough to be like, oh my golly, this is like, look at the size of this. That's all rain, man. These are some pretty massive storms, and I believe they're going to get increasingly more dangerous and more problematic with challenges, leading all the way up to leading all the way up to October. So, I mean, this is the 28th, and so look how it's moving very slow, and it's moving from the top to the bottom. And so that is the 26th to the 29th. And so with or without a hurricane, this is pretty magnificent, impressive. And I wouldn't be surprised to see a surprise hurricane, tropical storm, depression show up in one of these things. Okay? I mean, that is... Okay, so it takes day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4. So, and like I said, I think things are going to get increasingly more interesting leading up to October. Although the giant high pressure system that's over everything makes it all more WTF-y. And it looks like over the next 16 days, even without any major tropical development in the Gulf of Mexico or Atlantic Ocean side, that the coast of East Texas, all the way Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, Florida, South Carolina, North Carolina, Virginia, Maryland, we can just see this pattern repeat where there's just a whole lot of rain all along the coast again and again and again and again and again and again and again. It's like you're getting it from multiple sources. So I think the flooding we're going to see leading up over the next 9 weeks could become more and more problematic a month from now. It's almost like a pre-soaking, if you will. And that some of the patterns we're seeing now are going to be patterns that will probably continue as the patterns shift. And then we're now starting to see the really big rain bands in the middle of the country. All right. And we hadn't seen major dousings like that in a while. You'll see the big chunks. Like there's one. I think that's the start of it. But then oh, I hit my microphone. Oh no. What is the other chunk? There it is. That chunk right there in the 26. So we're talking about a storm putting up, even though it's not putting up massive rain potential in the Gulf at the moment. And that, there you go. We're starting to see that shit again. And so through the middle of the Neptune alignment, where 6 months ago, that was the giant storm that hit Nebraska. And then up into the October alignment. And then a month after that, when you had 6 months ago, you had the like 110 El Derecho, not 110 El Derecho reports, but a lot of wind reports all up and down the coast. So I think we're getting strafed by some exterior planetary pressure. And so we'll probably be seeing more and more of these leading up to October. But hey, man, I'm on it. And I'm having a weekend fundraiser. I want to say thank you to Kelly. Wait. From Sweet Home, Alabama. I'm looking out for y'all on the coast for sure. And it looks like it is definitely going to be wet. This is the 16-day projection. Some areas could see anywhere from 5 inches to well above that. I want to thank you guys for your support. I don't know, what is that? Like $77 to go, maybe $78 to make the goal. And then there's the bonus round. Like, what if I want to take a lady on a date? How much money do I need for that? Anyway, y'all are awesome. It's about to get crazy. And now we're looking at this one. And it's pretty amazing. They didn't used to have the pink on here. They added that like a year and a half ago. That was awfully nice of them. But notice how we're seeing some heavy moisture rushing in from the Atlantic with that pink. And then it's like a straight train right into England and Europe, Spain, France. So that is some of the craziest stuff I've seen on this thing. But I think that kind of weird drag is going to continue. And having this moisture that's funneling back into Africa, that seems new. Must be part of our double-boobed high. You see him? Sorry. The super wet snake is still slithering over by Asia and India. You see that thing? I mean, that is definitely monsoon season and a whole lot of pink. And look at that, Giant V. The high pressure system over by Alaska. Yeah, look at that hole. That is crazy, man. Look at that. It's punching it away. It's like, no, you get away. Pushing it back into Russia. But look at all those. Yeah, there's some waves, weird waves going on. It's like trying to creep back up. There's a lot of moisture waiting in these wings. Then you got the major volcano eruptions. That's a pretty heavy wave that's pushing in. So, yeah, it's 2019. When was the last time you remember a year before being calmer than the year we were going through? So I highly recommend everybody be prepared to have a plan. And if we see any major, if I start really ringing alarm bells, it's a good time to believe me. But right now, other than the October hurricane and the possible one coming in September, the models have stopped showing the one in the Gulf, but I don't trust that at all. And it's better for me to be semi-paranoid going all the way up. Like I said, if we go back to the other thingy, these are some pretty incredible looking storms. So these are 10 days from now, but the rain levels almost always stay there. Like the amount of green that's on here is probably going to be there. That's one of the most impressive storms I've ever seen with or without hurricane development or tropical storm development. It looks kind of slow moving. And then if you get some weird web punch ups through here and shit rolling off Africa, remember, September to October is when we pretty sure it's going to get gamey. And I don't like gamey. But this giant high pressure system could nullify any development whatsoever. This is a brand new thing I hadn't counted on. But I would be prepared because I think it's just going to be crazy. And hurricane problems really didn't start in 2017, 2018 until the middle of September. Okay, so I'll be talking to you guys all day. Stay cool. And thank you again to all my supporters. Thank you, Kelly and Lynn. Aw, the ladies. The big bad bings, and Sweet Home Alabama. That was like a bad version of Sweet Home Alabama. Yeah, more rock and roll. Okay, so I'll stay on top of it, and I will be around, and everybody stay cool, and I love you. Asteroid Fight Club. It's like you can feel some joy and some optimism in the air, but then it's like, feels like the energies that are like, no, we hate joy and optimism and happiness are fighting extra hard. Because even though things are crazy, the energy feels better. Okay, everybody stay cool. God bless everyone. I will talk to you all in the near future.